What are you to? This shit was story time, Trey. Got to get another video. So I be telling y'all, bro, when I first lost my virginity, bro. Like, it was crazy. When I first lost my virginity, it was in 2016, bro. So, me and the guys, we all having fun. Like, we all in our prime. We talking to all the girls. But you know, when they be like, they start talking about sex and stuff, they start talking about, you a virgin. Like, I'll never be a part of that conversation. I'll be like, they be like, you never hit nothing. I'm like, bro, I'll be like, bro, I crack more than you, bro. But I'd be lying. So, it was dark time, bro. It was dark time, and these girls came over. I'm talking about these girls came over. They was ugly as shit. They ass looked like a booger. But anyways, I'm like, I want the other one. So, I'm like, all right. So we go in the house, we go in the crib, we chilling, we just chilling or whatever. And I see the girl got like her wig, like she on the wig. But I see all the new growth, and I'm like, bro, hell no, I'm not, bro. I can't lose my virginity to that, bro. Never, bro. In my head, I'm thinking that like I can't do it, bro. She look like a jigaboo, folks. Can't do it. So I go back in the other room. I tell my boy, I'm like, bro, we gotta switch, bro. I can't do it, bro. I'm like, bro, hell no. So we up there watching a movie, whatever, we chilling. So I'm trying to ease my way up to the other one. I'm trying to ease my way. So I'm talking to her like, what it do, baby? What it do? What's your name? She like, why you talking like that? I'm like, what you mean? That's how I talk. She like, you don't talk like that. I'm like, man, what it do, baby? What it do? She like, ugh, he corny. I'm like, bitch, you corny, bitch. So I'm like, I told her, I'm like, now I can't do this, bro. They acting Hollywood. One of her friends got on a Whoopi Goldberg wig. Like, bro, never. So he like, chill, bro. I'm like, all right, bro. So, remind you, bro. Both of them smacked. Both of them were like backboards. Both of them smacked. But we like, bro, we finna lose our virginity, bro. I'm like, all right, bro. So we go back in the room. I think we watching Grown Ups 2. That movie funny. We watching Grown Ups 2, whatever. We chilling. They're like, no, let's watch something scary so we can cuddle and stuff. I'm like, all right, for sure. So we ended up putting on some scary movie. I don't know. I think it was Final Destination. It was something like that, or it was something like that. So we chilling, we watching. I'm like, man, I'm getting tired. This movie this ain't no nothing, but I'm getting tired. So my specialty, I'm like, this movie stuff ain't working. So I'm like, bro, let's play Truth or Dare. So I'm talking about, I'm like, I get straight to the point. I'm like, Truth or Dare. We all grown here. Remind you, we young. I'm like, bro, no childish stuff. We doing strictly dares. And we getting spicy too, freaky Truth or Dare. They're like, all right. So we like, I dare you. I dare you go touch her butt. I'm like, they like, what was that? I'm like, bro, her eyes right here, bro. So he like, then somebody else got the dare. Somebody tried to pick Truth. I'm like, no. Or Truth looking at? No, I'm like, nah, no. Pick a dare. So they was like, I dare you suck her nipples. Cuz was like, I ain't thirsty. She like, what you mean? He said, don't you got milk in there? Don't you got milk? He like, bro, I'm like, no cap, this what he was doing. Don't you got milk? I'm like, cuz, you tripping, fuck. So he ended up giving her like a little one of these. I'm like, oh, cuz, bogus. So we got spicy this second round. We got spicy. He said, I dare you go finger her in the bathroom. I'm like, never. I'm like, all right. So we go there, we go in the bathroom. She looking at me, I'm looking at her. She like, what? I'm like, what? She like, you make the first move. Man, I turn on the water faucet so you can't hear nothing. just fake it. Just fake like I'm doing something. Cause I said, I ain't horny. She said, well, you so, okay. She like, we went back out, we done. So I'm like, never. So I'm like, bro, never. So I'm like, bro, let's quit this. So we act like we laying down. We all laying down. Cuz got the floor. I'm on the bed. So we laying down and stuff. I'm just feeling on her and stuff like that. All I know is something get on buying. She like, what is that in your pocket? Whole time, that's my Johnson. So I'm like, so I get my shit ready. I put it up. So when we pugger, she like, well, you got a lighter in your pocket? Whole time, that's J-Bomb. So I'm like, hold up. So I'm like, I switch my pens and stuff like that. They on the ground laughing like, y'all funny. So I'm still rubbing on her. She ain't on her. I'm like, man, come on. I'm like, man, give me a hickey. She sorry. She said, I'm like, bro, why, bro? Like, this is like dead serious, like based on a true story. Like, it seemed like a comedian, but this real true. And then she just biting me. I'm like, bro, hell no. Dude, he's supposed to hurt. So we get into it. I'm like, take your pennies off. She like, do it. So I'm doing this. I'm trying to get it. I'm still struggling. She like, boy, you gassing. So they on the bed. They on the floor like, y'all good up there? I'm like, yeah. I'm taking care of business. Don't worry about me. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, baby, you remember that lighter you was talking about? What lighter? That one on lighter? That was Johnson. She like, who is Johnson? I'm like, you being childish. You don't know what Johnson. I'm like, whatever. So I'm putting it slow. I'm like, hold up. So I like lick it a little bit, put something on there. I go in slow. So I go in slow. She like, I'm like, never mind. We all childish because we young, trying to do some stuff. So somebody on the ground like, y'all good? Y'all need some asthma? I'm like, you gassing. Y'all worry about there. I know they ain't doing that. I know they can't be doing that because I don't hear no action. You see me putting in work. Well, y'all hear me putting in work. She like that. So I'm like, you good, baby? So I hold on tight like this. I hold on tight. She like, hold up. Is the condom on, right? Because why I feel like a balloon inside of me? I'm like, is you in my head I'm thinking like, is you slow? But I'm like, okay. So I pull out. So I go back in, it's all hot and stuff. I'm like, ooh. So I go back in. I'm up, I'm like, never. So I just stayed in. Little slow strokes. I instantly come. I'm like, I crank it up like this. She like, boy, you okay? She just pushed me. I'm like, what? I'm like, hold up. Her and that girl just got up. I'm like, she's like, come on, girl. We go. Remind you, it's like 3 o'clock at night in the morning. Just like, I'm like, we gone. And they just left. They like, cuz on the ground was like, y'all good? What happened, Trey? What you do? I'm like, I ain't do nothing though. I just put J-Bone in and she like that. They like, and then we closed the door. He like, cuz, what you do, cuz? What y'all was doing? I'm like, you shut up, cause I know you weren't down there doing nothing. He like, you know me. I'm like, come on, keep real. He like, hell no, man. The bitch was on her period, man. I'm like, merge. He like, yeah. I'm like, see, at least I could put J-Bone in. At least I put J-Bone in. Like that. He like, man, whatever, bro. So, the next day, bro, I'm like, hold up. She like, Trey, I got bad news. I'm like, what? She like, I think I'm.
Did it all night, girl, I gotta leave. Yeah, got your wave down before you see.